Why not wanting to be friends with someone who cheats is completely valid. Now, I saw a video on TikTok earlier this week about a woman saying, like, she was putting down people who ditch their friends because they cheat. And I thought that video was funny. It was very telling. It's like, what are you insinuating about yourself potentially? Hopefully, I actually record this video this time. I actually recorded the majority of this video, and then I clicked the record button and I realized I had been just talking to myself at my desk the entire time. And if you're new to my channel and you like content like this, please subscribe. Cheating is not usually a one-off pattern. How many people do we know realistically that has cheated once? It's very rare to see that. Typically, someone who cheats does it over and over again, and it's a character pattern. People often cheat because they avoid hard conversations. So you know if there's an issue, they're not going to bring that up with you. And that tells you a lot about not only a relationship, but also a friendship, that they can't fix issues. Next, they prioritize their comfort and give in to their impulses. That's never a good sign. And yes, we're all human. We all give in to impulses sometimes, when you want that brownie over there or something. Sometimes you give in. With how much pain and suffering you cause the other person when you cheat, it's just not right in any form. Next, they lie. You have to lie. I don't know any situation where you can cheat and not have to lie to your partner at some point. Like, oh, where have you been today? Oh, I was at work, when you were actually, at their house or something. Like, I even know of some cheaters who have changed the name in their phone to a friend's name to keep it secret or something like that, where they're being super sneaky and suspicious. Like, every little thing that you do when you cheat is a lie. And I feel like how people treat other people is a good indication of how you will be treated at some point. Like, people who use others, yeah, you may have a really good relationship with them now, but if you see them just absorbing from other people and then throwing them away like they're garbage, you're probably going to be next. Let's be real here. Next, in order to have a good relationship with someone, you need accountability, you need honesty, and overall respect for boundaries. A cheater proves that they have none of those qualities. They justify betraying someone. They bend rules as needed to suit themselves rather than other people or what's best for the greater good. I know sometimes you have to break rules to help everyone. There's a difference. Next, they avoid owning consequences. How often do you see someone cheat for a long period of time and they're just drowning in remorse? They're crying, they're uncontrollable, they feel so guilty for what they did, not because they got caught. Oftentimes we see with cheaters, they're only upset because they got caught. They're not upset about what they did to that other person that they claim to love at one point in their lives. Also, people tend to absorb what's around them, the dysfunction around them. They say that you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, if one of them's a cheater or 2 of them are cheaters, you're going to slowly absorb that. You're going to see that as less serious of an issue. That's why sometimes you see cheating like run in the family where everyone's a cheater and you're just like, okay, can anyone be loyal in this family? It's peer pressure. Also, it lowers the bar for loyalty, it normalizes that, and it encourages you to silence your own guilt. I think guilt is a beautiful thing, and I know that sounds terrible, but when you feel bad for how you treated another person, you're going to make steps to improve that. Whereas if you don't feel guilt, that's not good. You often see people that don't feel guilt hurt a lot of people throughout their lifetime, and it's really unfortunate. And yes, I know everyone can improve themselves. I haven't been the most honest person myself throughout my life either, and I've grown and developed myself, but you're not required to stay around someone who may or may not improve themselves. If they're doing bad behavior like cheating, you are under no obligation to be around them until they choose to fix themselves. And even then, after they fix themselves, you're still not obligated to be around them. It's completely up to you. And you not wanting to be around that doesn't make you cruel or anything. And a lot of people don't realize how important loyalty is in general. And once someone can nuke loyalty from another person, it's very likely they'll do it again. People not seeing loyalty as special, valid, or important tend to be very entitled. They think they're just deserved loyalty. And what's funny is with cheaters, sometimes if their partner even seems like they're cheating, has any of the red flags, they tend to be the first people to freak out and lose their marbles over it. When the reality is they've been cheating on their partner for years. That actually happened to me. Also, you have a right to protect your peace. And a lot of times cheaters bring drama and chaos into your life, even beyond cheating. So are you supposed to just deal with that? No.